In 2005, Marco and Justine followed God's calling as missionaries to leave Germany and move to the tip of the African continent, to the city of Cape Town in South Africa.
When we came to South Africa, we saw the need in this country, but we didn't really know how we could help these people. But during all these years, we found different solutions, partnering with different organizations. Today, we can see how God used us to reach out to these people in need by using our gifts in networking and building bridges between the poor people and organizations, being a voice for the voiceless.
It is estimated that over 5 million people live in townships and on the streets in South Africa, while around half the population live below the poverty line. The Spalkes were drawn to those in need and envisioned to help bring solutions to those living in underprivileged communities.
We've been working with Marco and Justina for several years now, and the progress that we've been able to make with Sibongile as an organisation is largely due to the interaction with Marco and Justina. When we first started working with them, Nomasanga was looking after 12 children in a shipping container, and things hadn't really got off the ground. The amazing work they were doing was being very unrewarded. Having Marco and Justina working with Nomasanga has meant that together with us and other donors and the help that we've been able to put in, we've now got 2 properly set up homes, each for 12 children, and we're looking at a 3rd home, so that we can continue to look after more of these very vulnerable children. Marco and Justine have a very valuable mission here in South Africa, and we hope that their work is going to be able to continue many more years to come. We would love to extend the work that we're doing with them, and we just look forward to continue working with them for years in the future.
Sibongile now has 3 care centers and 20 full-time staff members, caring for 36 physically and mentally disabled children.
Marco and Justina helped us for many years. They helped us to raise funds, build houses, salaries, and wheelchairs. They also encourage us to work here at Sibongile.
Constant fundraising and communication efforts help to bring in the much-needed donations to keep Sibongile running. As a result, various vehicles and equipment for the houses have been donated.
It is on our heart to see sustainable development in South African communities, which cannot be achieved in a very short time. So we really feel like we should invest the next couple of years of our lives in South Africa in order to see a real change in the lives of people through faith in Christ, but also through practical aid.
Hands-on support and assistance given by the volunteers to both Sibongile and the Wakkerstroomwes Intermediate School are a real blessing towards growth in these projects, and also give the volunteers an opportunity to share the love of Christ with others. The Spalkes' faithful efforts allow them to see the fruit of changed lives as local people embrace God's plan for their communities and become change makers. Several underprivileged students have been able to excel and go to top-level high schools nearby, while 3 new classrooms have been added to the local primary school. Through constant communication and encouragement, the Spalkes continue to bring in a steady flow of international mission teams. They have been able to invite, train, host and send out over 20 teams and 40 volunteers into the surrounding communities.
Today when you go out to the township, it's going to be people from the Xhosa community.
These young people not only change the lives of those they meet, but often it is their lives that are touched and blessed by those less fortunate than themselves.
Your protection over him, Father. Bless his family.
Marco and Justine help those who are willing to look outwards to move forward in the right direction.
We have seen God's faithfulness in everything we touch, and today I'm so happy to enjoy all this greatness and goodness that God is bringing to this country, using us as a family. Just as Jesus has multiplied fish and bread, we can see how God has multiplied all what we have touched in the last years.
Jesus says if we remain in Him, we can bear much fruit, but apart from Him, we can do nothing. And we really feel like that is to be the focus of our next season, because we face so many challenges in our work and in our lives here in South Africa that cannot really be solved with conventional ideas. So we know that God holds the answers, He holds the keys to these challenges, and we want to seek Him to see a real impact in the lives of people. We cannot do this ministry on our own. There's many different ways in how you can get involved, and if you're interested in partnering with us, you can find more information on our website or contact us via email.